My name is Ryan Brierley. I play fullback for the Salford Red Devils. Yeah. I own a sports management company, so like just representing players and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's a different world than obviously rugby league, but and the people are a little bit different as well. They're a lot more. You know, I spoke earlier about rugby league lads will do anything for you because they get themselves chucked in the deep end and they'll just deal with it. Football's a little bit different. Footballers, especially the high-end ones, they're a little bit cold and stubborn because they're just locked in their little world. And I get it because the attention and the demand for them is a lot higher and a lot less accessible. For me, it's weird because I've never been like that as a player. I've always kind of done anything you kind of want me to do, but footballs are not like that. So it's took a lot of learning for me to adapt and understand their mindset, and I do understand it because the death threats they get, the abuse they get is on a different scale to what we get. So I was doing my master's degree anyway in sports business management, so I was doing that anyway a couple of years back, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it at the end of it. I didn't know what job role I wanted. So as I was going through that, I was at Toronto FullBack at the time, going through a bit of an issue there, and they wanted me to leave, and I was on contract, so it got a bit messy. And the stuff they were trying to do to me to try and force me out of the club was pretty nasty, to be honest. So seeing that effect it had on me, my family, more my family than anything, like to see your family upset and crying over stuff what's happened to you. In the media, behind the scenes, contract wise, and I was doing a lot of stuff myself, speaking to other clubs, speaking to the governing body, speaking to the solicitors, speaking to lawyers, doing all the stuff an agent would do, if I'm honest. And I just thought to myself, I think these experiences are worth passing on to other players, and a lot of players after I left was going through the similar things, and they kept asking me, what did I do? How did I handle it? Blah blah. So, and I just thought, well, I never want any of my friends or players to go through a day of what I went through. For 18 months, I was really put in a bad place by them. So, I just thought I never want to let one of my players go through a day of what I went through, and it's probably a bit of a negative on my role sometimes as an agent because I'm too emotional and I care too much, and I always say this, obviously, like I'm not the best agent in the world, but I probably care the most. So if I'm emotional and I care and I don't let people bully my players, and that costs someone a contract or costs someone some money or deal, I'm all right with it because it came from a good place and I was doing my best to protect them. So I think if I always stay on that mantle and that ethos, I'll win more than I lose.